Hello, Sean. How are you today?
Fantastic. We're just winging it today. Go.
I know we are so winging it today. So welcome everybody to SOC Talks with Joy and Shawn. Glad you're here today and winding down. I want to say winding down. It's like really the peak time, like right now,
Got a
for
week,
the
right?
holiday
Since
cards.
the
Yeah.
post office.
Yeah. And I know we've kind of given everybody the 15th as kind of a deadline with, if you want them before the holidays, kind of thing. Don't wait. Get out there,
But
get
you
them
know
out.
what? It's
It
okay if
does.
it lands after Christmas because you're going to be the only one. And,
I know. That's exactly what I
you
was going to say.
know,
You're absolutely right.
and you know me, I don't get bent when people get their cards because I shared the story yesterday as I'm walking somebody through. People open them when they need them,
Yep.
regardless if it's a holiday card, a birthday card, or just a thank you card. So, but,
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
yeah, so
That's
hey, that could
exactly
be a
right.
topic all in
Yeah,
itself.
there we go.
So,
Yeah. I mean, it's just like, and I thought it'd be nice. I've had some really fun situations, and we all are so busy right now. And what are we busy doing? Obviously, we're getting our own cards out. Number two is we're helping people get their cards out. Yeah, we have a great VA service, but if they haven't been part of the VA service, they're kind of reaching out for us, to kind of help them through how to get through it. So I had an interesting situation last week. Somebody texted me and she's a nonprofit actually. And she texted me, she says, I want to get my 336 cars out. And she says, I don't, what was it? Something about the campaigns. She had a problem with the campaigns. I said, well, I directed her to the resource center. Actually, the holidays made simple, on how we were helping with the campaigns. And then she had, oh gosh, I can't now here. I can't even think what the question was, but I directed her to call customer service, because I was tied up and busy.
right,
And of course, we want people to know that that's a line they can
sure.
go to and get their answers. So she did. And then probably about, I don't know, a half hour later or whatever, I see the message from her. Says, okay, I got my cards out. And it's like, she's only on a 37. Did she even think about looking at the packages, that, we've been putting messages out all the time on. So I messaged her and I said, did you get up to one of the packages before you bought? She said, no, I think I need to call back. I said, wait a minute. I said, just, give me 10 minutes here. Let's get on the phone and we'll talk about it. As it turned out, she didn't, and she said she wondered why those 300 cars were costing her like $700, because she was paying the buck 75,
Right,
for the group send, kind of thing. And so we were able to, get her, canceled those out, because you got until 2 o'clock in the morning Eastern time,
right.
midnight on Mountain time to make your changes. And then she got into the package. And here's the interesting thing is we were talking about the packages. She was just ready to go with the 250 and just pay the extra with that. And so we started talking about what else you can do with it. Like think about this. You want to pay your 138 a card, 119 a card, and she wound up going into the $1,000 package
Yeah.
where she paid 99 because we thought through the different holidays coming up and she now has a full year to use them. She's paying 99 cents a card and voila, and it just kind of like listen to your
Got to lead them by
customers.
the hand.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
I love the system cards because you can plan your whole year. And you
Mhm.
have to say, look, do it. And I've had a couple people this back, oh, I just don't know if I'm getting my Christmas cards out. And then I say, I do an after Christmas card, a New Year card. And then you don't have to worry about what people celebrate, and you can say, "I hope you had great holiday." Oh, okay, I feel so much better. I'll have
Yeah.
time right after. Great. So schedule when you want to do it, and let's schedule it. But then really planting the seed to say, how many more times you want to that list? How many
Mhm.
more times you want to go after it next year? I
Right,
mean,
right.
my BNI ask this morning was your realtor or your lender that is not waiting tables, but they want a bigger market share because realtors and lenders are bailing left and right out of the industry because times are now tough and you got to work for it. Not
Mhm,
that you didn't before, but it's a little harder now.
mhm.
So who do you want a bigger share? And your client, I mean, take care of your clients, they'll take care of you.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
I think you have to say, look, we can do an after Christmas, we can do a Valentine's Day, love on your clients, we can wait till St. Patrick's Day, we can do a springtime card, we can do a Fourth of July card, a back to school, a Thanksgiving, a Halloween, you know, oh, or look at the month and see what ties to your business on what day it is.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
really taking them by the hand and saying, look, here's your 4 or 5 cards. We're going to meet It's going to take us an hour. We're going to hit send, out it goes. And you don't have to do those as campaigns.
Mm-mm.
You can just make the card, pick your list, change the date, and hit send. So
Yeah.
it's even easier than walking them through doing a campaign. So
Yeah. Yeah.
no, you're right, and not letting them know what's changed. And as much as we put it out there, people don't pay attention.
Yeah.
So
I know. When I had somebody else that messaged me, just okay, what are the price of the cards? I said, how many you sending? You
right.
know, and she told me she was sending 50. I said, okay, you can pay this, this,
Then they're
this.
89 cents. You buy the 2,000 card package, and you can send that
Yeah, exactly.
40
I just
times
kind of like
to those
broke it
50
down. I
people.
said, where do you want to go? And then this is
Right.
what this is where you're at, and you want to pay this, 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 and then because really, on those first three packages that are 6 months, you're now into June. So think about all the holidays, including Mother's Day's in there.
Right.
Mother's Day's in there, Easter's in there, the major holidays. There's a holiday for every day of the week, which I always coach our folks to do those offbeat holidays. Groundhog's Day is one of my favorite. But you got a lot in there. So just kind of give them the vision and let them, excuse me, roll with it. And and I don't know where she hasn't decided yet which one she goes, but the point is to put it out there and let them decide.
Sure.
I have team members that are just like, oh, but I want them to buy a package. Well, you know what? You're making this about you. Forget about you
What's
right
good for
now.
that? Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
all what
True.
they can do. I had somebody, actually my neighbor across the street here, and he wanted to get like 300 some cards out, or about 250 is where he was at. And I kind of broke everything down for him. But for him, the one time until he's going to have different groups do different facilities join in with their own accounts kind of thing. And, for him, it made more sense just to go to the monthly 247, get the 250 cards, for $1 a card, and then go back down to his 37. I mean, it made sense for him to do
Right.
that instead of jumping in the package. So, and in your mind, you're like, well, the package, it pays more. Well, that doesn't matter. Forget about you. Get to where they want. Get
It's
to
karma. It'll come back to you. Yes, I
Yeah,
would love to
yeah,
sell 5 2,000 card packages a week.
yeah, yeah. There you go. There
Wait a
you
minute. I am selling 2,000 card packages a week. Got it. Okay, there we go.
Yeah.
You're right. Listen, and I think where the 247, 147 versus the packages, do they want to be consistent month in and month out,
Right.
touching their clients? And do they want to do it every month? You
Mm-hmm.
can't schedule those. You can create the cards, but you can't schedule those like you can in the card packages. So if
Exactly.
you want to schedule them and you want to do every other month, then the card package, depending on how many clients they have, is the best deal. If they
Mm-hmm.
want to be consistent month in and month out, then you're right. Maybe the 247's the better. I have 500
It
clients
makes
and
a
I want to
deal
hit
for them. Yeah.
250, 250, 250. You just rotate them. Then great. That's
Yeah.
the better
Yeah.
package. So
Yeah. Hey, Shawn, I don't know about you. This year through the holidays for me, I've had more people reaching out to me instead of me, I want to say pounding the pavement, but going after other people. And I mean, you still do that, you have to.
right.
But I've had more people reaching back out to me this year on, I want to do my car. And it's so
I
refreshing to have that.
I think it's because of the economy.
Hmm.
And I've been telling people, I truly believe the next 2 to 3 years are going to be our biggest years ever. It's going to beat the crap out of what we did in '07, '08, '09 through 10. Because business is not going to be as easy as it was the last 5 to 7 years.
Hmm.
And just like I said, with realtors that want to stay in the game or lenders that want to stay in the game and want a big
Hmm.
you got to start paying attention to what's behind you.
Hmm.
They'll take care of you. And I think a lot of people are recognizing that.
Hmm.
And it starts with the holiday cards, and then again, just
Yeah.
like we kind of talked.
Well, on that same thought process, I think it makes a difference too, how you treat everybody throughout the year.
Sure.
I think, you and I have been around for a while, so we've been taking care of our customers. And for those of you new, it's that'll come to you if you're doing the right things. And we're
Right.
sitting here talking about helping businesses stay in touch. What are you doing
Right.
as an affiliate yourself, staying in touch with your clients and
Yep.
customers? Whether they were a basic, whether they're legacy, it don't matter.
Got to
You
walk the walk.
yeah, you've got to walk the walk. And I really truly believe that that's a lot of it is, just people know they know and trust you. They respect what you're doing and they're going to remember you because you are taking care, you remember them.
So I got got a text from some guys in Columbus, and it's going through the networking meetings up there. I met with somebody yesterday, and who was a referral, and he's like, "Yeah, I was at the meeting Monday, and man, everybody was talking about send out cards." So again, it's back to top of mind because of, you know, and I didn't stop sending cards to people in Columbus because I moved to Florida. I mean, you're right. Are we doing the things that do we have campaigns set up for new customers? Do we have them set up for new affiliates? Do you go back to your back office
Hmm.
and look at 10 people? Let me go to Facebook. Let me see if I can find a picture and let me send them a card. Or here's a card I created. Let me send to those 10 people. So are you doing the things we should be doing that we're day in and day out preaching on, like send a card to
I
your
know,
customers.
I know,
Yeah,
exactly,
yep,
exactly.
you're
I
absolutely
know
right.
one of the things that I did this year, and I did it in November. I so believe November is such a key month for
Mhm.
businesses to get those cards out before we get into the rush of the holidays. But I went through and I labeled my top 20 customers, throughout the year, and they got a special card. They actually got a small gift, right along with them just to say thanks. Kind of thing. So, so you got to take care of your folks,
Which is key too, because as much as when you're showing somebody, show them the gifts or talk about the gifts, until you send somebody something, again, out of sight, out of mind, or, oh yeah, yeah, you can do gifts. But the guy yesterday, I showed the gifts. He's like, man, this is a one-stop shop. And I'm like, yes, it is.
Hmm. Hmm.
So, and he's a florist. But he gets that,
Hmm.
But that's just, I think, our job to continue to, shower people with cards and gifts, and then they'll want to do the same thing.
Yeah, yeah. I had somebody this morning that reached out and said, "Hey, you have about 30 minutes today to help me with my campaigns." And it's like, well, I don't know if I have 30 minutes. I mean,
Right.
I've got meetings back to back. And I said, well, here you go. And I went to the pro app, and I just honestly, Monday, I don't know whether I've been in this like la la world or whatever, but on your app, those banners that scroll across the top that talk about the promptings, the event, and the holidays made simple, you could click on those and share those just like that. Duh. It was like a light bulb for
And
me on
this,
Monday.
kids, is why
Well, you
we don't
probably
have
heard me.
Bloody Marys at 7 o'clock in the morning.
I know, I know. So what I did for him today is I clicked on the holidays made simple and I shared it with them. I said, hey, scroll down. You're going to see my November, the power of November. I said, this is how you do a campaign.
Right.
Now he's got all of them that you can go back there and look at, but he's got all of them. And I'm thinking, oh, I said, I'll try to free up some time in the afternoon if you need to chat with me. I said, but there it is, and it's like, oh my gosh. So I was pretty
And if
excited
it's a
about.
I think people call it that, but if it's a one-time send to a group of people, you create the card and pick the group and hit send. You don't have
Mhm.
to do the you don't have to do the campaign.
Yeah, you're right.
Um,
You're 100%
you
right on it.
know,
I've experienced with a lot of my people, they start the card and then they don't finish it and then they can't find it.
well, it's either under your cards if you've created a photo card, or it's under
I know, I
draft
know,
cards
I
or
know. But then
draft,
you go through the
and you
whole
have to.
process,
Well, here's the key: you have to hit the refresh
Hmm.
because you have to refresh the screen, then the cards show up.
Yeah, yeah.
So
Well, I always tell
we
them, I
hide
don't
them
know if
well.
you, I
We
don't
hide
know
them
if you
well.
know this little trick. I know the screen says save card and then save order, and sometimes the save card, it's not there, but if you're correct working on a card and just go to even if you're not done with it, go to the very next screen as if you're going to send it and then just back out of it. And it saves it under save order and it will be there
Okay.
to where you
Yep.
can finish the
Yep.
card. Yeah. Yeah. So, but
Well, that
anyway,
is your
so it was
educational
just,
moment for today.
yeah, that's your your educational moment. You got it. You got it. So, but you got the tools out there. There's just a lot of we're in this business to, let people touch on other people,
Yeah,
and if it's their holiday
the
cards,
right way.
you want to get those cards out by Christmas, then you help them get them out by the
Yep.
15th. If it makes more sense, if they want to pay the full price for the card and not go into a package, then that's up to them. That's
That's
their choice.
you still get paid.
You still get paid,
And if
it's still
and
their
the
choice.
math probably works out where you still make the same amount of money.
Yeah, yeah,
You
yeah.
know,
So just do it, make it about
if you want
them.
to pay $1.75 for those 2,000 cards, you go right ahead.
Yeah. That's right. That's right. I
Yeah.
mean,
So,
but yeah, yeah, exactly, exactly. So, but I think what we have this year, it's just been such a blessing having all the different options that we have
yeah.
this year. for people.
anything
There is
people
not
want
a
to do.
person out there that can't find one of these
Yep.
options to work for them. Yeah, it's
Alrighty.
fun talking about it. So,
So
all right, Shawn. Well,
have a
on to the
lovely
next
day.
appointment for the day, right?
Yes.
So, well, thanks for joining, everybody. Have happy sending here. Enjoy it, and see you next
See you
week.
next week.
Bye.